being awake and alert constantly is self-inquiry. Are you aware that you are the witness of the waker? Are you aware that you are the witnessing awareness field in which the waker appears and disappears? It is only a conditioning that the waker is constant. In reality, the waker is not constant. Suddenly the body arising of the waker is there, and suddenly it's not. Are you aware that the waker is known and you, the witness, are the knower? Are you aware of the knowledge of the knower knowing the known? Do you recognize that you are not hearing this wisdom? You are that in which the sound is arising, and dissolving. The knowledge of the word spoken is arising and dissolving. Are you clearly recognizing the witness is knowing whatever is happening in the so-called waking world? When the waking world is known, the waker is not. When the waker is known, the waking world is not. You are that in which the waker's body touching the seat throws a sensation. When the body is there, there is no seat. When the seat is there, there is no body. When there is sensation, there is no body, no seat. One arising in any given instance. In reality, there is only a witnessing awareness field, which is the background, on which there is a single arising in any given instance. If there is some kind of perfume, some kind of smell in the environment, recognize that when there is the smell, there is no smeller. When there is the smeller, there is no smell. There is only one arising. Reality is the backdrop of the witnessing awareness field on which one arising appears and disappears. And the next arising appears very quickly and disappears. And the next appears and disappears. The quick succession of arisings gives a false idea of continuity there. Are you able to see this? When the smeller is not, means the waker is not. Yet the smell is there. Means what? It means there is only knowledge of the smell. Similarly, when the sound of Ekta's words are heard, there is no hearer. When there is a hearer, the sound is not. How can you be that illusion that appears and disappears in you? Do you recognize in silence, even the witness disappears? It collapses. The witnessing might collapse, but you still are. You are that in which the witness is knowing the waker. hearing these words, that substratum is you. Just like the arisings appear and disappear, the witness appears and disappears. How can you be the illusion that appears and disappears? You are the consciousness wearing the garb of the world, which is made up of the knower, the known, and knowledge. There is no possibility for you to become one with the world. And that is why you continuously seek. You seek your own identity. And there is no possibility of you, the witness, to separate from the Supreme Beingness. You keep merging into the Supreme again and again. That is called the collapse of the I, the collapse of the witness consciousness. The collapse of the I sense, the collapse of the I thought. Only after the collapse of the I can there be a recognition of what Janaka is saying in this verse. Knowledge, known, and knower do not exist in reality. That I which is standing tall right now, that claims to be the knower, recognize it. For those of us who have recognized the I collapse into deep sleep and disappear, there is the recognition of a substratum, a spotless reality beyond, in which the deep sleep appears, the dream appears, the waking appears because of ignorance, and into which the waking disappears, the dream disappears, and the deep sleep disappears. Those who have gone beyond, they recognize even Turiya disappears. The witness consciousness disappears. The sense of existing disappears. Who knows this appearance and disappearance? That which is spotless, Niranjana, untouched by all these appearances and disappearances. You are that. You are that. See the truth. You are not the waker. You are not even the witness of the waker. You are that in which the witness knows the waker in its waking world. There is only knowledge of the witness knowing the waker in its waking world. That knowledge of the waker in its waking world, known by the witness, it is all like a movie story. The movie story gets projected, appears, plays for a while, creates a lot of drama and disappears. You do not appear, you do not disappear. You were never a part of the movie story. You are the zeroness, the shunyata behind, the screen which is behind the movie story. Awaken to your own nature. The one who is sleeping must awaken. He cannot sleep forever. Recognize that you are not attending an Ashtavakra Samhita session. You are that in which the witness knows that the waker is attending an Ashtavakra knowledge session in the waking world. Recognize your nature of spotlessness, untouched by all this ignorance. You are Niranjana, spotless. You are Niranjana, spotless. You are Niranjana. And when you feel complete, very slowly and gradually, you may open your eyes. Be with this self-inquiry all day today. All day. Yeah? Keep the stand of the witnessing awareness field. In that witnessing awareness field, the waker is walking, the waker is doing cleaning, the waker is watching some TV, whatever is happening. All that body movement is happening in the witnessing awareness field. Attempt to see that I am not moving. There is only knowledge of the movement in me. Yeah, like the screen does not move. There is only knowledge of movement that appears and disappears on the screen. Yeah? Like that you continue all day today. I have only told you to open your eyes. Yeah? The inquiry must continue all day today. Can we all do that? Yes, maintain your witnessing stand all day. Continue the inquiry. Whatever is going on in the waker's world, let that continue. Even if there is a fight with the spouse, with the child, with the parent, recognize I am not angry. I am not upset. I am not arguing. There is only knowledge, a knowledge wave of argument that has arisen, it plays, it dissolves. There's only a knowledge wave of anger that appears, plays for a moment and dissolves. Yeah? Become really aware of this, that I, the witnessing field, cannot act. Yeah? Then go one level higher. Those
recording stopped.
You can begin the recording again, dear. Yeah. Recognize that I am that
recording in progress.
That I am that witnessing awareness field in which all this appears and disappears, appears and disappears. It is not real. Yeah, you have to dive deep into the self-inquiry. Only the witness can do the self-inquiry. Remember that. The waker cannot do the inquiry. The waker must disappear for the self-inquiry to happen. So those who have failed in self-inquiry before, it is because you were assuming that the waker will do the self-inquiry. Yeah? That is incorrect. It is the witness that inquires. So you have to take the witnessing awareness stand to truly recognize the essence of my nature. My nature is not this body made up of the 5 elements. No, all that is all story, part of the movie story. All Dvaitam knowledge, all that is part of the movie story. Yeah. I am beyond. I am nothingness and nobodiness. Can I attempt to see that? Yeah, that is your today's homework. Please write it down, become very clear. This is what I'm attempting during the day today. If the witnessing becomes very strong in the waking, it will automatically seep into your dream and deep sleep. You cannot say, oh, I will start 5 minutes before the waker lies down in the night. It won't work. It won't work. That's why it's not been working for those people who just do it for a little while. They're stuck in intellectual ideas and concepts. Yeah. That's happening because you're not taking the correct stand. The witnessing stand is very important. It is the stepping stone to pure consciousness. Clear? Once you recognize that I am the witness of this illusory walking, eating, talking, arguing, then you move to thought level where, oh, I am not the thinker. The thought appeared. I knew the thought after it appeared. If I were the thinker, I would know it before it appeared. I would know the content of the thought before it appeared, but I did not. So it's just a question of accepting the truth. Just a question of accepting the truth. Yeah. Accept this truth that, yeah, that's true. Every feeling that arises, I know the feeling after it has arisen. Then how can I be the experiencer? I am faking it. I am fibbing that I am the experiencer of this feeling. I am not. I am not. Soon you realize, as this becomes clearer and clearer and clearer, you become very clear, I am not the doer, I am not the experiencer. All this doing, experiencing is an illusion. An illusion means what? Illusion means that which is not. It is not. Yeah? So even the witnessing now becomes clearer. Who is knowing that the witness is knowing the waker in the waker's world? Oh, who knows that sense of witnessing? Who knows the I sense? Who knows the I thought? Who is that? Aha. You cannot perceive it, huh? Be very clear. You cannot see it, you cannot smell it, you cannot touch it, you cannot taste it. Don't try to perceive the pure consciousness. Don't try to think about it. You cannot think about it. You cannot feel it, you cannot sense it. You can only be it. You are it. You are that which knows this witness, knowing the waker in the waker's world. Yeah, there's the waker's world in which there is the waker, in which there is the witness. This entire phenomena is on that 3D screen. That is what I am. Not this. No. Clear? So the entire day we devote to recognizing our reality. If my reality is only so much, I have progressed only to witnessing awareness field, that's fine, so be it. I'll work harder and I'll get there in some time. Yeah? And if you have managed to go beyond, recognize that glimpse in your Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana, where the I collapses and where the I re-emerges, you've gone beyond. Who knows now? That. I cannot see it. Yeah? The eyes see the world, but the eyes can never see themselves. Similarly, the pure consciousness knows the witness consciousness emerge from it. It knows the witness consciousness collapse into it, but it cannot see itself. So don't try to see the pure consciousness. It's not possible. Pure consciousness is known only on account of the witness consciousness emerging from it and collapsing back into it. Yeah? And that is the easiest in Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Yeah? Knowledge of dream and deep sleep is essential for that. Yeah? So don't tear your application saying, oh, it's very hard for me. Not at all. It isn't. The waker does not have to see. The waker just has to shut up and disappear. It's the witness that is seeing. Get the waker out of the way. He only creates problems, all concepts, ideas, old conditioning, and confuses me. Out of the way. I am the witness. Yes, and I don't have any other job but seeing. Yeah? So I can see. So those who have still not started Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana, today will be the day to begin it. Yeah? You can get the book. It has a lot of commands in it. The volunteers yesterday shared the instructions. They also shared some audio from previous Ashtavakra session. Use that and begin. And if it doesn't work still, come to a retreat. Yeah? The teachings are free in the retreat even. Yeah? You're only paying for your own food and accommodation. I cannot force the venue to do charity. They will not do it. Yeah? For them it's business. So come to the retreat. When you come to the retreat, we dive deeper. You do Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana in the afternoon as well as in the night. Yeah, so you get 2 opportunities per day in a silent retreat to go deeper into this and see this for yourself. Yeah. Okay. So I will take a 5 minutes break and then we will do a question answer session like we discussed yesterday. 5 minutes restroom break and then question answers. So please type all your questions in the chat and send it to the host. The host will read them out. Yeah. See you in a bit.